This video is a compilation of footage from February 10th to 16th, 2025. This video is a summary of 1 week of war. What you will see in this video may be images you have seen before. This is a 1-week review video. Please keep these in mind. During the fighting in the village of Kurskovo, soldiers of the 381st Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment of the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of the 381st Motorized Rifle Division of the 8th Guards Army of the Russian Armed Forces blew up a pickup truck and warehouse. A group of troops was then spotted inside a ruined factory. The drone launch site seems to have been used there. As a result of the artillery fire, the positions of electronic warfare systems were also hit. In the same area, a drone control center was detected inside a house and artillery destroyed it. The armored infantry carrier of the Ukrainian armed forces left after unloading the soldiers. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like. While the soldiers were at the rallying point, a Russian FPV drone made a quick dive. After receiving the coordinates of the assembly point, the coordinates were transmitted to the artillery unit and the shelling began. The MLRS grad crews of the Zapad group reported striking numerous positions, strongholds, bunkers, and various military installations detected by reconnaissance drone operators. The BM-21 Grad is a multiple rocket launcher system, MLRS, developed by the Soviet Union. It entered service in the 1960s and is equipped with 122mm rockets. The system usually has a truck chassis carrying 40 rockets. In the Kursk border region, an English FV-432 armored personnel carrier was attacked by a FPV drone while driving on the road. Do you think this vehicle was heavily damaged or lightly damaged? This armored vehicle can carry up to 10 people. The vehicle is armed with a 7.62mm machine gun. In the Kupiansk region, the BMP-2 hit a mine, and the crew abandoned the armored combat vehicle. A drone loaded with incendiary ammunition was sent to completely destroy the heavily damaged BMP-2. The drone operator attempted to target the open hatch and successfully passed the ammunition through the hatch. After the explosion of the incendiary ammunition, the vehicle was destroyed by fire. While burning, the ammunition inside the armored vehicle exploded. As a result of precise calculations, reconnaissance drone operators transmitted the coordinates of the temporary deployment points to the artillery unit. After precise adjustments, the artillery unit turned the barrel towards the target and started firing. Don't forget to super thank you to support our channel. The artillery needs the precise coordinates provided by the drones to hit the target accurately. Three armored vehicles advancing in the Kharkiv region were destroyed as a result of the calculations of FPV drones. In fact, destroying armored vehicles is not as easy as it seems. because the sensitive points of each armored vehicle or tank are different. Knowing all this information and flying those small drones under difficult conditions is a difficult task. Despite all this, hitting the target in the right place is not an easy task. Drone operators can also be attacked by other drones in the same way. We have seen examples of this in videos. Despite all these difficult conditions, soldiers continue their operations. The Prince of Novgorod Vandal fiber optic drone destroyed the American M60 bridge layer detected by reconnaissance drone operators. The armored bridge used by the American Army is a carrier vehicle. It is designed to overcome challenges such as rivers, ditches, or obstacles that need to be crossed quickly. The M60 AVLB is based on the M60 main battle tank chassis and is therefore very robust and armored. Near the village of Dakhnoy, a soldier from the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of the 8th Guards Combined Arms Army of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation discovered a shelter of the Ukrainian armed forces. The soldier then took a risk and threw an anti-tank mine at close range directly into the shelter. As a result of a powerful explosion, the shelter was destroyed. In Dzerzhinsk, positions in the ruins of the Turetskaya mine were fired upon by tanks and artillery. The footage was reportedly taken shortly before the liberation of the city. In the settlement of Vremevskoye in Donetsk Oblast, Vostok troops attacked and destroyed the tank they detected, first from the rear and then from the front, using FPV drones. In the same direction, reconnaissance operators spotted a camouflaged pickup truck parked in a parking lot. The FPV drone attempted a direct attack on the pickup and rendered it unusable. A mortar was detected in the same direction. However, the crew of the mortar is not visible in the video. The FPV drone headed directly towards the mortar and accelerated and hit it, ultimately destroying it. The tension in the Kursk region continues to intensify. Russian reconnaissance drone operators spotted a warehouse where the Ukrainian armed forces temporarily parked their armored vehicles. Immediately, attack drones were launched, and the vehicles in the warehouse were destroyed. The parked tracked armored personnel carrier was scrapped as a result of 2 drone attacks. A camouflaged tank in a forested area was destroyed by 2 FPV drone attacks. An armored vehicle parked and camouflaged inside a slightly damaged house was detected. The door was broken in the first attack. In the second attack, the armored vehicle was slightly damaged. After the third and fourth attack, the armored vehicle was destroyed. A checkpoint was detected in the Kurakovsky settlement. Attack FPV drones were sent to this detected point and the checkpoint was heavily damaged. the equipment became unusable. West of Kurakov, the Humvee of the Armed Forces of Ukraine stood alone, abandoned in the middle of the road. It was destroyed by a Russian fiber optic drone, Prince Vandal of Novgorod. FPV operators carrying thermobaric ammunition from scouts of the 40th Guards Marine Brigade of the Vostok Group destroyed the detected armored personnel carrier. Also, the scouts of the 40th Guards Brigade of the Vostok Group, who detected the bunker of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, blew it up with a drone. UAV checkpoint detected in the direction of Kupiansk. A kamikaze drone was dispatched and hit the target with a direct hit. An 82mm mortar position belonging to the Ukrainian Armed Forces was detected in the southern lower part of Chasiv Yar. Mortars are regularly fired in this area. Russian reconnaissance drones fly over this area and detect positions. The coordinates are then transmitted to attack drones. As far as I can see in the video, the mortar position is camouflaged and no soldiers are visible in the vicinity. What do you think could be the reason for this? The mortar was destroyed as a result of the FPV drone attack. All of the armored vehicles attacked in the Kursk region appear to have been destroyed. Probably these vehicles are now scrap. The video shows 7 vehicles shot down and abandoned on the road. The news source that shared the video did not reveal the reason for the attack. However, I think it could be a drone attack, but it could also be an artillery attack, I am not sure. There is no information about the crews of the vehicles. A large number of positions of the Ukrainian armed forces were detected in the Kursk border area. Russian BM-21 Grad MLRS quickly attacked this area, where various military vehicles and equipment were located. Using 122mm rockets, it provides intense fire support over large areas within minutes. In addition, the Grad system is generally fast deployable, and its high mobility makes it ideal for sudden attacks. Grad MLRS units of the Trust Forces Group launched an attack on the identified positions. The equipment hit forts and observation posts, as well as the routes of movement of mobile firepower. According to the news report, the pickup truck was also destroyed. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like. In the Kursk border region, several armored combat fighting vehicles and armored personnel carriers of the Ukrainian armed forces were destroyed by Russian FPV drones. Some snow removal or ditch digging vehicles are also visible in the footage. In addition, pickup trucks were also detected and shot down. FPV drones have started to be used a lot, especially in the Russian-Ukrainian war. Thanks to the advancement of technology and its rapid production, the course of the war was seriously affected. How effective do you think FPV drones were in the course of the war? In the direction of Kakhovka, drone operators of the Dnieper group of forces detected a fortress. The coordinates were then transmitted to the Orlan-10 drone operators. Without delay, the Orlan-10 drone was assembled and sent to attack the target. Main mission: reconnaissance, surveillance, target acquisition and guidance of artillery fire. Range: approximately 120 to 600 kilometers. Airtime: around 16 hours. Launch method: launch pad. Landing by parachute system. Orlan-10 usually launches indirect attacks by detecting targets and transmitting coordinates to artillery systems. The Ukrainian armed forces shot the observers of the IAEA convoy from the Zaporizhzhia NPP. Today, 4 inspectors were supposed to arrive at Zaporizhzhia NPP for the next rotation. As the convoy moved towards the meeting place, the Ukrainian armed forces broke their silence. Mortars were fired at the convoy, but the commission continued to move and was then repeatedly shelled with mortars. As the convoy moved towards checkpoint number 2, it was attacked by FPV drones. In total, there were 3 mortar, 5 artillery, and 4 FPV attacks during the rotation. The observers then decided to cancel the rotation. It was hit 12 times in total. The Russian Defense Ministry said that the goal was to disrupt the rotation of specialists at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, and it was solely Kiev's fault. The rotation of security guards was previously disrupted on February 5th. In this footage taken in the Kursk region, Russian soldiers were riding an ATV when they heard the sound of an FPV drone and immediately got off.
Выходим. Давай. Давай. Пошли. Стреляй. Все, отходи назад.
Moving quickly, they shot down the incoming drone.
Падай! Живой!
I love my job, one of them shouted.
Сюда, отходи. Ништяк. Смотрим. Ништяк. Люблю свою работу.
The movements of 2 infantrymen of the armed forces of Ukraine followed for a long time. The infantrymen returned to their shelters after a long march. Drone operators then precisely calculated the coordinates of the bunker and transmitted them to the artillery unit. As a result of the artillery unit's calculations, targeted artillery strikes began immediately. Drone operators took off for reconnaissance in the Kharkiv region. The coordinates of the detected bunker and ditch were precisely recorded. The drone operators transmitted the information to the artillery unit. Then, without wasting any time, artillery shelling began. Positions of the Ukrainian armed forces were detected in the same direction. As a result of precise adjustments, the artillery hit the positions. In the same direction, artillery opened fire on the building used as a temporary deployment and also used as a control center. The Baba Yaga drone with heavy ammunition used by the Ukrainian armed forces was left outside to take off. While Ukrainian drone operators were making the necessary installations, a Russian drone operator arrived and dropped a bomb on Baba Yaga, which exploded and destroyed the drone. The Baba Yaga drone did not have time to take off. The tank crews of the center group hit one fortified position after another in the Pokrovskoye direction. These positions were used as firing points and were also used as UAV control points. Russian reconnaissance drones detected them, and Russian tank crews hit them. Closed firing positions were hit. Targets were hit as a result of the harmonious cooperation of tank and drone units. A large number of actively used trenches have been identified in the Kharkiv region. Mini-bomber drones mobilized and dropped bombs one after the other. Drone operators with ammunition dropping systems tried to hit targets whenever possible. As you can see in the video, when the ammunition is released, it can change direction a bit in the air. Therefore, sometimes it may not hit the target 100% of the time. In addition, there is only one ammunition on such drones. The ammunition that drones have may vary according to the planned attack. A UAV control center was detected in the direction of Kharkov. The drone, which had just taken off, was directly attacked and shot down. The Ukrainian armed forces drone exploded after it crashed. Russian attack drones then launched a direct attack on the UAV control center. The UAV control center was neutralized. A 152mm Hyacinth B cannon of the Ukrainian armed forces was detected. Russian attack FPV drones then took off and quickly took off towards the target. One after another, the drones hit the target and completely destroyed it. In the Kursk region, two fiber optic drones, Prince Vandal of Novgorod, destroyed the American BMP M2 Bradley used by the armed forces of Ukraine at Nikolskoye Farm. The Bradley is used as an armored combat vehicle and also as an infantry transport vehicle. The Bradley's task, especially on the battlefield, is to support infantry, destroy armored vehicles, and quickly transport infantry units to the battlefield. As seen in the video, a fiber optic drone arrives and destroys the Bradley with a single hit. Russian special forces are actively destroying military equipment in the Sumy region on the outskirts of the Kursk region, preventing it from advancing on Russian territory. In addition, two soldiers guarding the howitzer opened fire at the FPV drone but failed to stop it. After the howitzer caught fire, they had to watch the howitzer burning in a corner. This very expensive howitzer was destroyed by fire. In the Konstantinovsky direction, the operator of the fiber optic drone, Prince Vandal of Novgorod, directly attacked the detected M113 armored personnel carrier. The M113 armored vehicle, which was left abandoned on the side of the road and contained supplies such as water, soda, potatoes, etc., was destroyed. There is no information about the crew, so I don't know. In the Predtikino area, drone operators of the southern troops detected the antenna of the armed forces of Ukraine. Then a Russian FPV drone hit it and was destroyed. Another antenna was detected in the same direction. I assume that these antennas are used by drone operators to communicate with drones. Russian drone operators sent a FPV drone to destroy these antennas above the bunker and the bunker. The T-64BV tank, which was camouflaged and parked, was attacked by 2 FPV drones and the tank was destroyed. A pickup truck with an electronic warfare station was destroyed by a drone attack. 152mm self-propelled howitzer system 2S1 Akatsiya was destroyed by 2 FPV drone attacks. One buggy is visible in the video. The tankers of the Gram Sabur of the 35th Brigade of the Altai 35th Brigade of the Central Military District struck the identified temporary deployment positions with direct aiming. The intention of these strikes is to support the offensive of the offensive units of the Central Group approaching the town of Pokrovsk. Two S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled gun of the Armed Forces of Ukraine was detected in the direction of Kupiansk. Then attack FPV drones were activated. The self-propelled gun was camouflaged with bushes close to each other, because they wanted to prevent the drone from hitting and destroying it. The drone operator first did reconnaissance, then found an opening and dived quickly. It was destroyed by fire. In the Konstantinovsky direction, reconnaissance drone operators of the 27th Artillery Regiment of the 6th Division detected the UAV control center of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. For some time, the control center was monitored. Then they went outside to take off the drone. That's when the attacking fiber optic drones were activated and directly attacked the drone that had not yet taken off. After the drone was destroyed, another attack drone was sent towards the UAV control bunker. The bunker was blown up. The entrance collapsed. Drones versus drones. The Ukrainian armed forces have produced model tank camouflages. Footage spotted by a soldier in the Novosilovka region. Has anyone seen anything like this before? It's the first time I've seen such a thing. What do you think? Why would they do such a thing?
Вон он танк. Вон там вот так вот. Пиздоболы.
A bunker was detected in the trench. It seems likely that this trench has been attacked before. From the video, it looks like that. Then a second FPV drone was sent, and the drone exploded right at the entrance of the bunker. Near the village of Krasnoy, Russian reconnaissance drones discovered a camouflage truck with a Zu-23-2 anti-aircraft gun. They then hit the target with a precision strike drone. A tank of the Ukrainian armed forces was detected in the Kursk border region. The coordinates were then reported to the Lancet drone operators, and the Lancet drone quickly took off and hit the target with a direct hit. As a result of the harmonious work of FPV drone operators and artillery units, many armored vehicles, pickup trucks, and combat vehicles were destroyed. Artillery units need precise coordinates for accurate strikes. This is why reconnaissance drones have an important job. To support our channel, you can subscribe to join or send a super thank you. In the Kursk region, drone pilots of the 83rd Independent Guards Air Assault Brigade disabled a German long-range 155th PZH-2000 SAU by shooting it in the back. The PZH-2000 is considered one of the most powerful examples of modern artillery systems and is capable of providing strategic advantage on the battlefield. The daily routine of a Russian soldier in the direction of Krasnoarmysk. Ukrainian FPV drones are constantly trying to attack logistics. However, Russian soldiers often manage to shoot down the drones in the air. As the FPV drones are very small and maneuver very quickly, they are very difficult to aim. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like.
Консучка застрял. Пошли в лес. Тут мина, аккуратно. Все, поехали. А? Все, поехали.
The attack aircraft operators of the 51st Guards Combined Arms, Army of the 51st Guards of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, shot down an armored vehicle of the Armed Forces of Ukraine on the move. The vehicle went up in smoke. and after moving for some time, it was forced to stop. The positions identified in the village of Poreknoe Guevo in the Kursk region were fired upon one after another.
Выстрел!
The DNR has tested a new Solist UAV platform for use in the Special Operations Zone, a TASS correspondent reports. Video: Eric Romanenko, Irina Gurieva, TASS. The BM-21 Grad MLRS crew struck the area on the right bank of the Dnieper River in Kherson, where equipment and UAV control points were concentrated. At the same time, there was a large amount of military equipment, ammunition, supplies, and vehicles. An interesting aspect of the BM-21 Grad is that the rockets can reach a certain distance before exploding, effectively creating a false target. In other words, these rockets can mislead enemy forces by emitting intense sound and light around them before they explode. This feature makes it difficult for the enemy to predict exactly where the rocket will explode and is also effective in terms of psychological warfare. The BM-21's rapid-fire capability allows it to launch a large number of rockets in a short period of time, giving it the advantage of overwhelming the enemy by intensively bombarding a large area. The Ministry of Defense announced that the Baba Yaga drone was shot down by Manpad's Verba. Manpad's Verba is a modern shoulder-launched air defense system developed by Russia. Verba, also known by the designation 9K333, provides an especially effective defense against targets at low altitude. Targets are usually low-altitude aircraft, helicopters, and unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. One of the most important features of the Verba is the high sensitivity of its IR infrared seeker head, which makes it more reliable and faster to react. The Berkut Group of the Assault and Reconnaissance Division of the 238th Artillery Brigade of the 8th Army of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation disabled a truck using the Lancet X-51M. This operation significantly weakened logistics capabilities and disrupted rotation plans. In the Kursk region, a Polish self-propelled artillery unit, AHS Krab, was detected. The coordinates were then reported to attack drone operators. 2 attack drones were sent to the camouflaged and parked self-propelled gun and destroyed it. A camouflaged pickup truck was detected in the same direction, and 1 FPV drone was enough to destroy it. FPV drones offer advantages such as maneuverability, low cost, and stealth. They can infiltrate deep into enemy lines, conduct surprise attacks, and surprise the enemy, causing massive damage. They can also be used as an effective reconnaissance tool against sensitive targets and can be dangerous in detecting strategic targets. Their extensive use can create difficulties in penetrating defenses. These drones can maneuver quickly and sharply in tight spaces and difficult terrain, thus surprising the enemy and delivering effective strikes. They can also complete missions undetected by flying at low altitude as they approach targets. In the village of Kudayevka, 2 FPV drones attacked a position used as a temporary deployment. Communication equipment was damaged. An important strategic road was destroyed in the Kolmakov settlement. The Berkut Group of the Assault and Reconnaissance Division of the 238th Artillery Brigade of the 8th Guards Combined Arms Army of the Russian Armed Forces carried out a direct drone strike on a UAV control center and a van detected in the Dnipropetrovsk region. The targets were reportedly destroyed. FPV drone operators of the 1st Brigade of the 51st Guards Combined Armed Forces Army spotted a place where their equipment was hiding. An attack drone was then dispatched, and the location of the equipment was hit. A tank detected near the village of Otradnoye in the Donetsk direction was disabled. Reconnaissance drone operators reported the coordinates of the tank to the Lancet drone operators, and the rapidly moving Lancet drone hit the tank from behind and disabled it. The tank's crew abandoned the tank on the side of the road. The tank then slowly burned to scrap. The drone of the center group destroyed the firing point of the 151st Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. After detecting the machine gun nest in the Pokrovsky direction, the attack drone eliminated the machine gun. Drones are conducting reconnaissance in the Kharkiv region. The coordinates of the detected positions and armored vehicles are transmitted to the attack drones. Then, without wasting time, the drones immediately take off and attack. In this footage, 5 pieces of equipment were hit, including an M113 and a Rochelle Senator. This is the Rochelle Senator. It is an Armored Personnel Carrier, APC. It is an Armored Personnel Carrier, APC, designed specifically for security and military operations, and is used for transporting personnel in armored vehicles, providing military support and various operational tasks. It is fully protected from the front, rear, top, and sides. That is why the drone could not reach the vehicle. So at first it destroyed the camouflage, and then another drone came and directly attacked the Rochelle Senator armored vehicle.
Расчет к бою!
A reconnaissance aircraft of the Armed Forces of Ukraine was detected in the Kherson region. It was then shot down in the air by the ZU-23-2 Air Defense Unit of the Air Force. The ZU-23-2 is a double-barreled 23mm caliber anti-aircraft gun. It is an effective weapon system against both ground targets and low-flying air targets. Thanks to its low cost, easy portability, and effective firepower, the ZU-23-2 is a weapon system frequently used in many conflict zones. It is widely used in battlefields as a technical vehicle, especially mounted on pickup trucks.
Давай, заходим. Отработал расчет.
Another 2C3 Acacia was spotted in the direction of Kupiansk. The self-propelled gun was camouflaged and protected from all sides. The first attack FPV drone burned out the camouflage. The second FPV drone attacked the self-propelled gun directly and destroyed it. In the Pokrovskoye direction, The calculation of the Novgorod Prince Vandal drone group destroyed several armored vehicles. First, the M113 armored personnel carrier APC was hit from behind. Then the American M1117 armored reconnaissance vehicle detected in the same direction was hit in front of it. A Nissan Navara pickup truck was also reportedly hit. Bradley and M113, heading from the Sumy region to Kursk, were attacked while on the bridge and fell down. Then another drone arrived, and when it went under the bridge, the drone exploded. A few days later, the bridge collapsed. The armored vehicles are now scrap. A French Scalp missile was neutralized in the Kursk region, the Emergencies Ministry said. Images from the Russian Emergencies Ministry. The French Scalp missile is a long-range, air-to-surface, high-precision cruise missile. The Scalp is specifically designed for use against high-value targets and serves as an effective weapon on modern battlefields. Kursk border region. They tried to build a crossing over the Smerditsa River near the village of Kolmakov. The US-made M60 AVLB bridge-laying vehicle was destroyed. Plans were disrupted by FPV calculations of the 177th Independent Guard Marine Regiment of the Caspian Flotilla. FPV drones can suddenly accelerate very fast and reach speeds of 50 to 120 kilometers per hour. They also maneuver very agile, making aiming difficult. It is therefore very difficult for a person to escape from a FPV drone. A lone pickup truck was detected in the Kursk border area. Immediately, the attack drone took off and sped towards the target. The soldier behind the truck jumped out of it. Early in the morning on the Zaporizhzhia front, a Russian soldier moved slowly and silently towards the bunker. He dropped a TM-62 anti-tank mine on the bunker and walked away. Then the bunker exploded with a powerful explosion. Drone duels continue in the air. Baba Yaga heavy drones detected in the air at night were shot down and destroyed one by one in the air as a result of the calculations of Russian FPV drones. In videos, we usually see FPV drones shooting down large heavy armored vehicles. However, the situation is not limited to this. FPV drones can also shoot other drones in the air. Since FPV drones have faster and more agile maneuvers, they can easily shoot down large heavy drones such as Baba Yaga. Drones fighting each other in the air impresses me a lot. Guards of the 137th Regiment destroyed a UAV point in the Kursk direction. A small hut contained UAV control equipment. Russian reconnaissance drones detected the Ukrainian Armed Forces UAV spot. After the drone operators finished their work, they left for their lodgings or the house they used for other purposes. After a long pursuit, the drone control van was attacked first. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like. Then another drone attacked the house where the soldiers were located. On the Kursk direction, Russian pilots destroyed a BC storage facility with FAB bombs. drone operators of the 14th FPV of the Guard Brigade of the Vostok Special Forces Group hit the bunker detected in the direction of Yefremov. At the same time, the bunker contained a mortar. The bunker was rendered unusable, and the mortar was destroyed. In the Pokrovskoye direction, Russian reconnaissance drones detected a basement with soldiers. An attack drone was immediately dispatched. This drone carried thermobaric ammunition. This munition is particularly effective in destroying targets in sheltered locations, creating waves of high heat and pressure that affect a large area. By carrying these munitions, drones can attack enemy targets quickly, stealthily, and with high precision. Drone reconnaissance was conducted in the area of Chasiv Yar village. An APC that was heavily damaged by a mine explosion was detected. An attack drone was then sent to destroy the APC. One tank was destroyed by artillery shelling. The tank immediately in front of it was badly damaged by artillery shelling. It was towed to the side of the road and abandoned. A FPV drone came in for the last shot. Two Ukrainian soldiers were setting up to fly the Baba Yaga drone. However, they realized that they were being watched by the Russians and left the Baba Yaga drone. A pickup was spotted trying to hide in the woods and surrounded by bushes. This type of vehicle allows for fast travel and carries various military equipment and supplies. A Humvee used by the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed by Russian FPV drones in the village of Ulakli in Donetsk Oblast. The 27th Artillery Regiment of the 6th Division methodically strikes mortar positions in the Konstantinovsky direction. The footage shows mortar attacks near the village of Predteknoye. No matter how the firing points are camouflaged, there is no way to hide from UAVs and fiber optics. In Dzerzhinsk, a soldier of the 132nd Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces threw a TM-62 anti-tank mine at a position manned by soldiers of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. The position was then destroyed by a powerful explosion. In the direction of Kharkiv, reconnaissance drones detected a large number of positions. Then drones carrying anti-tank mines were dispatched, and one after another mines were dropped at the designated coordinates. Have you ever seen a drone carrying an anti-tank mine? Every day, drones are becoming more diverse and technically advanced. What do you think is the importance of drones in warfare? A nest with a machine gun was detected. Scouts of the 1st Tank Army attacked the position of the machine gun using a drone with fiber optics. In the Pokrovskoye direction, Russian reconnaissance drones detected the UAV control position of the Ukrainian armed forces. A drone was then sent to destroy the UAV control antenna. UAV operators of the 39th Mugafiz Brigade spotted an armored vehicle near the Sukia Yali River. In the direction of Zaporizhzhia, reconnaissance drones detected an actively used trench. The coordinates were transmitted to attack drones, which immediately launched a succession of direct drone strikes on the trench. Later, another actively used position was detected just behind the trench, and a strike drone was sent there as well. Even if drones cannot cause catastrophic damage to these positions under the ground, they can often disrupt devices such as communications. The FPV drone attacked the pickup very quickly, and the pickup caught fire as a result of a powerful explosion. For a week, the Russian Defense Ministry said it had repelled attacks by the Ukrainian armed forces on the fortress and destroyed its Bradleys. Fighting continues in the Kursk border region. Drones discovered the Strela 10 SAM system during reconnaissance. The SAM, surface-to-air missile system, is a land-based short-range air defense system. This system provides an especially effective defense against enemy aircraft and helicopters. Russian operators destroyed a 152mm self-propelled 2C3 Acacia gun with a fiber-optic drone in the area of the village of Virolyubovka, a few kilometers west of Chasiv Yar. Drone operators of the 36th Army destroyed all the vehicles detected in the South Donetsk direction. Vehicles hidden inside buildings, parked vehicles and armored vehicles were destroyed one by one. Note the maneuvers of the video drone operators. They move slowly, aiming at the vulnerable point of the vehicle and then attack. The positions identified in the direction of Kupiansk were hit by the Russian BM-21 Grad unit after precise calculations. In the direction of Kharkiv, two armored personnel carriers M1117 could not resist the Russian FPV drones. No matter how fast you are, if you are not lucky, it is really hard to escape from FPV drones. Especially if you are moving in an open area like this, FPV drones can hit the target very easily. The M113 AS-4 armored personnel carrier developed by Australia was destroyed by the Russian fiber-optic Prince of Novgorod Vandal. The M113 AS-4 plays an important role in the Australian Army's armored personnel carrier fleet and is designed to serve longer with the modernization of the existing M113 fleet. According to the text of the news report, a Russian fighter jet hit the target directly with a FAB-1500 bomb. It was reported that several armored vehicles of the armed forces of Ukraine were destroyed in Sumy region. A truck was destroyed in the settlement of Pizarevka. Another M113 armored vehicle was destroyed in the same direction. All vehicles such as trucks, minibuses, and cars were attacked in successive FPV drone attacks. The attack operators, who communicated well in harmony with the reconnaissance drone operators, destroyed the vehicles they saw with precision strikes. The PC-30 MLRS, multiple launch rocket system, multi-barrel rocket launcher system struck positions on the outskirts of Chasov Yar. There is a heavy snowfall, so the weather conditions are difficult for FPV drones to fly. Therefore, a robotic system was sent to the detected bunker from the ground. This system can easily advance even in difficult weather conditions. The robotic system loaded with anti-tank mines slowly advanced to the detected bunker. The bunker was then destroyed with a big explosion. Russian fiber optic drone destroyed the tank it was following with a direct hit. The abandoned APC wheeled armored personnel carrier vehicle was destroyed as a result of precise maneuvers. In the Kursk border region, the 155th Marine Brigade fiber optic drone operator detected the armored vehicle in the forest plantation. He then carefully approached and destroyed it with a target strike. In the direction of Kharkiv, Russian FPV drones destroyed Baba Yaga drones of the Ukrainian armed forces. The air duel continues. What do you think about this? More than 150 airstrikes by the Ukrainian armed forces on Donetsk and Makayevka were thwarted in a week, the ministry said. Federal Security Service for the Donetsk People's Republic. In the Kursk region, a FPV drone attacked a vehicle moving slowly alone on the road. The page that posted the video did not give any details about the image, but as far as I can see, there is a truck at the temporary deployment position. It is camouflaged and parked. It seems that there are soldiers at this point, or there are soldiers nearby. In case of a sudden situation, this truck may be parked there to get away immediately. Russian FPV drones spotted the truck and hit it with a single shot, and it was destroyed by fire. The work of the drone guides continues. The calculation of the FPV drones of the Rubicon Center struck the camouflaged equipment of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Pokrovsky direction. Does anyone know the model of this armored vehicle? This armored vehicle was abandoned as a result of the attacks. A Russian drone came in for the last shot and destroyed the vehicle by hitting the vulnerable part. Russian drone operators hit the UAV control center of the Ukrainian armed forces. One drone against another drone.